Hello, I'm Deputy Mayor Dana Parnello, and on behalf of the City Council and the staff that continues to work hard to bring us our services, I want to thank you for continuing to observe the stay home, stay healthy order. For those fortunate enough to continue in their employment, many are finding that working from home can be efficient and frees up valuable time from that awful 8 to 15 hour commute many of us had to do. For those who are no longer working or are working reduced hours, these can be especially trying times. We're all experiencing some sort of loss or grief or anxiety, and there are many ways to deal with it. We have a variety of local and regional professional mental health resources, and you'll see these listed at the end of this short video. Additionally, I thought it might be good to highlight some of the many examples of how individuals, families, neighborhoods, and the community as a whole are pulling together to not just cope, but oftentimes even enhance some aspects of our lives. Individuals we're seeing do things like sewing masks and sharing with those who need them, reading even actual paper books. Meditation, yoga, yard work, even home maintenance projects can be rewarding. Within the community, we're seeing virtual gatherings through platforms such as FaceTime and Zoom and Skype, and we're seeing continued strong support local campaigns, and even the reverse, where local health clubs and other businesses are adding virtual classes, and in some cases even waiving monthly fees as a means of contributing to our overall mental and physical health. And finally, something we all control, with or without the pandemic or any other crisis, is social media seems to be taking on a decidedly warmer feeling, and people seem to be returning to the basic courtesies of saying hello from afar, of course. These are just a few of the local examples. Please share what you have found to be inspiring or useful in the comments. And of course, these are all effective additions to speaking to professionals that you'll see listed at the end of this video.
I want to thank the City of Maple Valley for giving me this opportunity to talk to you today. My name's Gary Heminger. I'm the Clinical Director of the Maple Valley and Enumclaw offices of Nexus YMCA. And today I want to take the opportunity just to speak a little bit about the emotions we experience as we go through this thing we call COVID-19. One of the experiences that are going to be common to us is fear. Fear is that emotional reaction to an immediate, real live threat to our mental or physical health. The good thing about fear is it motivates us to do the things that we need to do to protect ourselves. We're washing our hands more. We're using alcohol-based sanitizers. We're staying home more. We're doing all kinds of things that are protecting us against this real threat. And that's a good thing. Another experience or emotion that we can have that's very powerful is anxiety. Anxiety is kind of a cousin to fear, but anxiety is based on this amazing human ability to project our imaginations into the future. We can project and say, I want to be a doctor, or I want to learn how to play guitar. But at the same time, we can also project the negative things that can happen. And sometimes we get so stuck on the negative things that can happen that we start churning. We turn at night in bed. We can't let our brains slow down or shut down. And one of the best anecdotes to this kind of anxiety is bring yourself back to the moment. None of us can control the future. None of us can predict exactly what's going to happen, but we can live in this moment. And remind yourself that the better I live today, the more I make good decisions today, the better that's going to set me up to handle the future, whatever the future brings. Another emotion that many of us will experience is grief. And my sincere condolences to those of you who have lost significant things in your life during this COVID event. But grief is normal. And grief is another process that we have to go through. And it's not just the loss of a loved one. It's the loss of a job. It's the loss of income. It's the loss of housing. It's the loss of the opportunity to go through a graduation exercise or to be a family member that's participating in watching your loved one go through a graduation exercises. There are many losses that many of us are experiencing during this time. And so take the time to acknowledge that. And don't be afraid of the grieving process. Finally, I want to remind you that there is within us as people an amazing ability to be resilient. we have the ability to find the good even in the bad. We have the ability to see opportunities where we never saw opportunities before. And we have the ability to generate a sense of hope. And hope is a very powerful motivator that can get us through the most difficult of times. So remember that we're in this together. These emotions are not abnormal. They don't mean you're going crazy. They're just part of the process. If you find yourself getting stuck in any one of those processes, whether it's fear, anxiety, grief, or even loss of hopelessness, reach out and seek those out who can help. There are many community-based agencies out here in the Maple Valley area. There's Kent Youth and Families, there's Valley Cities, there's Sound Mental Health, and of course there's Nexus. We have an office right here in Maple Valley. Our therapists are on the phone several hours a day talking with our clients, helping people through the difficulty. So if you think you might benefit from reaching out and having a little help from a trained mental health professional, by all means give us a call. We take insurances, we take Medicaid, and right now during this COVID time, we will take anyone regardless of their ability to pay. Just give us that opportunity to help if you think we can be helpful. So finally, I'd like to say, stay home, stay healthy, and we've got this, Maple Valley. We'll get through this.